Lydia and Solomon, one of the new pieces of legislation expands on the Extreme Risk Protection Order, also known as the Red Flag Law, which has been in place since 2019. Another new piece of legislation, which has also been a push nationwide, is for social media companies to improve their response and reporting of hate speech. Now, the big question is, what will these new laws do, and could they prevent another mass shooting in the state? Following last month's shooting at a grocery store in Buffalo, which killed 10, and the most recent mass school shooting in Texas, which killed 19 children and 2 teachers, Governor Kathy Hochul and fellow Democrats have pushed to eliminate what they call loopholes in state gun laws. One of those loopholes lawmakers aim to address regards the state's Red Flag Law, which has been in place since 2019.
So previously, the red flag law would allow somebody such as law enforcement, right, to really sit there and say, this person has mental health issues, maybe they shouldn't possess a gun.
Now the law will include more than law enforcement who are able to seek an extreme risk protection order.
Well, that has been expanded to include medical professionals. So like we were talking about earlier, right, say if a doctor's meeting with a patient and this doctor's noticing this patient's having ideations that may not be beneficial to that person and they could pose a danger to other individuals, that doctor now has that ability to go and seek that emergency protective order.
Another new piece of legislation will require social media companies to better monitor and report hate speech. But since those companies are not based in New York State, do they have to comply?
My understanding is yes. However, these companies, I'm sure there's going to be numerous legal challenges that are going to be raised of a variety of reasons as to why they don't need to comply. And that's really where you're going to see it's somewhat of a true toss-up. And really from there, what is the definition of hate speech, right? You know, we have a legal definition of it, but moving forward, is the legal definition going to be used in making these types of judgment calls based on a post or something of that nature?
The law requiring social media companies to monitor and report hate speech will take effect in New York State in 180 days. Reporting in studio, Connell Smith, News 10 ABC.